Ooh, it's time for single song shows. That's what that pointing was. I'm here with my mug with my initial on it and some Celestial Seasonings blueberry herbal tea. It's very nice. Hello, Vince. Hello to my dad. Hello, Kiri Tamia. Hello, Kevin. It's going to be a good time. Hi, Robin. Yay. I'm going to use my capo tonight. And in case you forgot, my capo has my name on it. And so it's very exciting. It's an exciting day when I get to use my capo with my name on it. Apparently, the president of Kaiser is a woman named Meredith. So, there you go. The more you know about Kaiser capos. My guest tonight is Henry Toland, who is an amazing musician. And he's an East Coaster, as you probably gathered, due to the early time. I see Robin says that's a neat fact. It is kind of a neat fact. I didn't know that this capo company was woman-owned. I assume you're talking about the Kaiser Meredith, president connection thing. And I see that Joe Schwab, 4-Day Beard, says howdy. I say howdy to you too, sir. Let's see. While we wait for our friend Henry, I will tell you about some stuff that I have going on. I have a new Wilco Will Love You podcast up, in which my co-host Mary McLean Mellis talks about her recent concert going experience where she got to see Wilco. And then I have something that I'm working on now with my dear friend Chloe Smith, where I had her record a song of hers at my house with other talented musicians, including Jacob Cole and Alex Nash. And I'm finishing that up, and it's sounding really good, so I'm excited for that to be released. And now Henry is here through the portals of the internet. As soon as it reads. Yes, it did. Hello.
Hey, it works.
It works.
I'm not quite on the screen. Hold on a second.
You're a little low.
Yeah, I figured out the chair wasn't exactly as comfortable for me. So I moved to the floor.
Oh.
But I hope that's okay.
It's fine. It's kind of fun because your handle is Henry Tallman, and yet you sit on the floor as a very short man.
Yeah.
You look like you just come up to the top of the chair.
It's reverse compensation, I guess.
I guess so.
Better word for that, I'm sure.
It's like when adults lie on the floor or like get down below the level of the child that they're trying to de-escalate.
Yeah.
Like that. But
we're gonna need to bring it down a notch, Meredith.
Yeah, that's it, you're saying.
Yeah.
That's fair. So how are you feeling in this moment? Are you feeling like playing a song, like getting it going, kicking things off?
I could do that.
Whatever you want to do. I told you. It's up to you, not me.
Okay. Yeah. So I've been working on an album.
Okay.
And it really started kind of before pandemic.
Nice.
The plans for the album have been around for a long time, and then during the process of making the album, the pandemic happened. I don't think the two are related in any way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was thinking of playing a song off that.
Very cool. Wait, so you mean to tell me that your pending album did not cause the pandemic? They weren't related?
I can't be certain.
Oh.
We were in the studio, and when we came out of the studio, there was a pandemic.
Ooh.
So
seems causal to me. I don't know. I'm no scientist.
But I think you probably are. Don't sell yourself short.
I'll let you play your song. I'm excited to hear it. What's it called?
This one is called
Morgan said you released the contagion in Wuhan. We need it. Hello, Morgan.
All right.
Oh, you didn't say.
Oh, I didn't say.
Mm-mm.
Right. This one is called Yearlings.
Yearlings. Very nice.
Yearlings.
I'm going to mute myself for respect.
Don't follow mother too close to yearlings for the slaughter. By the thin lit moon reflecting in a pool, I watched the blood from my hands chilled me to the marrow. See the fox stems I hidden in the pine. Oh no, you get back here, you are your mother's daughter. Found you on the ground, crying on your lonesome. Broke your voice on rocks that echoed what you prayed. No, no, I shouldn't be here, but I don't know where to go. Don't know I shouldn't be here, but I don't know where to go. Don't bother falling asleep, just finish what you started. Downstream, the silver streaks are smiling in your eyes. Read me the last of me, and I won't long the answer. Long gone, the questions all become great. No, I shouldn't be here, but I don't know where to go. No, no, I shouldn't be here, but I don't know where. Sister won't follow no more, one yearling left to wander. By now the moon's bowed down to the kingdom of the sun. Dream, dream the rest for me, and I will rise tomorrow. Beyond the foxten walls lie hidden in the night. Beyond the foxten walls lie hidden.
Woohoo! Oh, man.
Thank you.
I love your playing. I love that you get down there. That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
So you got Morgan and Robin really running with the You Caused the Pandemic thing. Morgan said, "This is really nice. I forgive you for disrupting daily life across all 7 continents." Robin said, "This is great, Henry. Yeah, almost makes the demic worth it."
That's so I don't know if you caught it, but one of the lyrics in the song is washing the blood off my hands. So I think maybe subconsciously I knew what I was doing.
I saw that, and earlier Morgan commented something along the lines of blood on your hands and your acoustic guitar or something like that. So, wow.
It's all coming together.
It's all adding up.
Yeah.
clap emoji, fire emoji. And Morgan says, wet Market Blues B-side.
I have no idea what
Yeah,
that means.
Market Blues B-side when, but I don't really know why. The when. That's probably on me.
Yeah.
Oh, but riffing in the comments. I love it.
This is really cool. Hey, yeah. How have you been?
I've been good. Just doing some, speech therapy virtually and some COVID schooling of children until last month when they went back in person after they got vaccinated. So
Ah,
that was a lot. And
yeah.
yeah, just holding it together. We got a couple pandemic kittens who are now cats. And they're,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Children of the pandemic.
yes.
They won't know any other world.
They don't, and they're terrified of guests.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, because we got them from their foster homes directly. It wasn't like a walking by PetSmart and they have a foster event kind of situation where they're in their little cage. It wasn't like that. We went to their home where they were comfortable and we took
Oh,
them and they at us. They
yeah.
that it's bye-bye to the life they know.
Yeah. Well, I guess that means they are comfortable with you and they love you and
Yeah,
they never want to leave.
that's how I see it. Their grandparents, so my parents and Kevin's parents, they just are deeply offended and find our cats to be very rude. They're just traumatized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they should know that if they stole the cats from you, that the cats would probably love them just as much
Yeah,
eventually.
eventually. Morgan says kitten duo album when? That would be a good idea. What need? Get session musicians. Nobody. All right. I think I should probably play my song now.
Oh, please.
But I want to hear. Actually, first I want to hear how you've been. So
Yeah, give me some prompts. I'm not too good at these things.
last I had seen you, you were here, and you were planning to stay here after you went back and worked with your uncle for a while on some kind of a project, some kind of construction thing. And you were like,
Yeah.
but we'll be back, you and Jamie. You were like, we'll be back. And then the pandemic hit. And I saw you did some lives that were cool. Watch.
Hmm.
And they were like in beautiful fields and stuff. And that was it. That's all I know.
And then I disappeared. Yes. Yeah. In my when I'm not playing music, I like to build things out of wood. So I'm a carpenter. And the plan was to go to Virginia, where my uncle lives, and work on his house with him. He's been building this kind of like a masterpiece of a house by himself out in the woods in Virginia for the past almost 15 years now.
That's amazing.
And it's really beautiful. But yeah, so Jamie and I went there, and then we made the record in Athens, Georgia.
Nice.
And then the pandemic. And then we went back to Virginia for a while and we hid out because, I mean, we literally, we got out of the studio and the pandemic was happening and we kind of freaked out. It's like, what do we do now? We didn't want to go back and stay with our families because, they're older and didn't want to.
Right.
Yeah. So we went out and hid in Virginia on this organic farm who I'm friends with the owners of it. And they had a yurt that was uninhabited. So we stayed there for a couple months until
Heck yeah.
sort of figured out we had to get on with our lives.
What?
Yeah. It's mostly where I've been. Been traveling around a bit as much as I can.
Yeah.
Searching for songs.
That's cool. That's a cool way to do it.
Yeah.
Collect as you wander.
Yeah, indeed.
And actually, the song that I picked to play, I picked because it sort of touches upon the subject of wandering, and I try to get inspiration from my guest or from, I don't know, whatever's going on the day I play.
Wonderful.
So in this case, I'm going to do my song Shaking Hands with its little nod to wandering. So here you go. I'm trying to think of how it goes, actually. Wow, that happens sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I always forget the first line.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just.
Yeah. Let's
Well, it's
see.
your show, so you can take as much time as you want.
It is my show, isn't it? Let's see. Okay, got it. Joan once taught me love is just a form of chemical restraint. With turpentine tears rolling down her cheeks, thinning all her pain. Her home moved to Oakland, so she followed him there. Then moved back to Portland on a pregnancy scare. He took off to Tulsa with the traveling band. She prayed for blood, the shaking hands, shaking hands, hands. I can hear you, Alma. Oh, you captive little thing. You get treated, you get loved on, but it pains me to see you're still suffering. My love, it's a penitentiary. My Lord, what prisons have you built for me? Built for me. I thought I told you I'm still running. Never you mind if I don't know where I'm going. I was born a rabbit, and that's all you need to know. Out in the woolly west, I lived 20 or 100 years ago. I got everything I need, and a good man paid me mine. I know you'd give me yours loving if I could spare the time, spare the time. Oh,
Yay!
there we go. Oh, I see a lot of comments. I saw Robin say, love this. Thank you, Robin. I saw Morgan, favorite song about shaking hands makes McCartney's Put It There look like a pile of puke. And thanks. Flowers in the Dirt too, where you're his Lennon-esque foil. Tell Evelyn Costello to take off. And then phone microphone gives it a nice phaser effect. Whoa, trip out. Nice. You know, I've been meaning to get a nice phaser pedal. I think I just got one. I just haven't played with it that much. But yeah, maybe I don't need to. Just do everything through my phone always.
Yeah.
That's all. And thank you, M, for the claps.
Beautiful song, Meredith.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's perfect, like mixture of darkness and hope.
Yeah. There's in there.
Mm-hmm.
When I wrote it, I was definitely in my probably was kind of if I'm being perfectly honest, it was probably kind of a wannabe manic pixie dream girl phase where I was like, can't catch me. I'm running. But I was deeply sensitive and did not want to be, actually. I was trying to act like I was cool in my, I don't know. I had a lot of songs around that time where I like to talk about how free I was. It was my Cactus Tree by Joni Mitchell phase. That's what it was. But yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I actually just read that. I got a book of her lyrics on the discount rack, I think, at Barnes & Noble. And I got a book of her lyrics, and it's got her drawings side by side. I just read Cactus Tree this morning. It's funny you bring it up.
Oh, that's great. I feel like that song, Dad says, I'm still in that phase. Yeah, it's a good phase. You hear Cactus Tree, you're like, yes, yeah, that is the way. That's, yeah, that did it for me for a very long time. So, sir, I like to ask my guests at the end, and I do believe you've seen this part, so you're prepared. This began in the age of pandemic and peak media. And so I like to ask my guests, what was the last thing that you watched and loved? What was the last thing you watched and loved?
Well, I don't watch terribly much TV.
Maybe it was years ago.
Years ago.
Maybe you were
when I was a child. No, actually, I've been watching Cheers with my dad.
Oh.
And I've never gotten into it before. I remembered seeing it on TV when I was a kid, but I was always too young to like understand it.
Yeah.
Now, it's just so comforting. Like, I mean, that's the point of the song in the beginning. I mean, that's the point of the show, I guess, right? It just feels like home in a way.
Yeah. Cool. I never made it past the intro to Cheers, and I don't know why that was. But
just because you ran around singing it as soon as you heard it?
I don't know what happened. It was like it must have aired after something I desperately wanted to watch, and then by the time coming on, maybe it was late or something. But I just remember every time the intro would come on, I'd like jerkily turn the TV off. And go, that's my memory of Cheers. Yeah. Morgan says,
it might be worth like doing a regression and
huh? What?
Oh, sorry, that might be worth like doing a regression and figuring out where that comes from.
Oh, thank you. Trinidad says, Meredith, your skin is glowing.
You do look very healthy.
Oh, thanks. Very nice. It might be highlighter, or it might just be my natural youthfulness. I'll never tell, or maybe I just sort of did. And also earlier you said chase me in the Blanche voice. See, I haven't watched that much Golden Girls, so I don't know the reference. Maybe you do. Kevin,
boy.
Oh, how dare you. No thank you at this time of my life. I'm done. Anyway, you got any questions? You got anything to promote? Any kind of a timeline for this album release? Gonna do singles? Gonna do some shows?
I'm sure I will at some point. I'm kind of just in the weeds with mixing right now.
Aha.
And that's a whole new learning experience for me.
Same.
Yeah. So I'm working with this really cool guy named Jason Kingsland in Athens. And he's friends of friends there, and he's done some really cool stuff. And he's super, I mean, he's just like next level. His ears are next level, I guess. So I'm trying to say. So it's really interesting to work with him.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know when the album's actually going to come out. We'll probably start releasing singles in 2 months or so. And then maybe by summer, the album will actually be ready to release.
Yeah.
And I'd love to do some touring with it, too.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
Cool. Well, I follow you, so I'm sure that I'll stay posted on that, and I'll spread the word when I can.
Yeah.
Also in Georgia, Robin says, love Athens.
Hey. Yeah.
Cool.
It's such a special place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we got Morgan with the pop culture question. Which Euphoria cast member is the most problematic and why? I think you're probably going to have to answer that one in the chat because I've not seen it.
I'm still on 1980s TV.
Yeah. Out there, the last thing that that we went through as a family was Murderville on Netflix. And it was very funny. It's Will Arnett plays a detective, and there are actors in the show, but then one real person who hasn't seen the script at all has to enter the scene and improvise. So they're trying to guess who was the murderer by the end of each episode, and it's funny. It's just true. So want to laugh, and you're not busy with 1980s TV, then that's one that'll get you to some laughs.
Yeah.
Laughs
are good. How about you, Meredith? What do you have coming out? I know you're always working on something.
Oh, I'm glad you perceive me that way. And true. I mentioned at the top of the show that I think before you joined that there's a new-ish bonus episode of Wilco Will Love You, the podcast that Mary McLean Mellis and I host. Just kind of a Wilco fan podcast. It's just fun. And then I'm working on mixing a song for my friend Chloe Smith, who's a very talented musician, and friends Jacob Cole and Alex Nash both played on it. They played here. I mic'd drums here in this very room.
Well, cool.
Very
That's
proud.
Exciting.
I didn't know it could be done on the setup that I have, but it could. So that was cool. And then working on writing a song with Trinidad. We got to get on it because, we are in a band called Blue Ghosts, and we're going to have a new song by April 3rd. Performance on April 3rd.
Okay. So you have a performance that gave you a deadline to write a song?
Yes, based on a book, on her book.
Oh, wow.
But they haven't, I don't know if I meant to say that because they haven't announced it yet-ish. But it's exciting. I'll just tease it like that. That's what I'll do.
Yeah.
And then we have other things that I'm trying to mix as well. Other songs that we have recorded that we're either still adding things to or that are pretty much done that I just need to compile into an EP that we're hoping to get out pretty soon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So have you taught yourself how to mix?
No, I've been just kind of finding different resources on the internet, which has been really cool. Omni Sound Project is a great one.
Hmm.
They, yeah, and Women's Audio Mission. I've done some classes and conferences through them. And
Okay.
so they're organizations that seek to kind of diversify the audio field and give more access to women and non-binary folks to and trans folks and stuff to just enter the audio space because it's pretty male dominated. And
Mm-hmm.
I've just done what I can through those organizations to find, you know, workshops and conferences and all these things that happen virtually. And I've done some one-on-one mentoring. Jan Phelps, whose studio is called Dank Studios, she's done some mixing for me, and she always kind of gives a little mix lesson as a part of that, which is really nice. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I've been learning through her, learning through Caridad Espinosa, who's over through Mix Like a Girl. That's the other one. So just really trying to find all the resources I can to learn things. That's been good. Doing some ear training through Sound Gym too, which is fun.
I have not heard of that either.
Sound
Fun
Gym,
things.
be fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's been good. It's been a good thing.
Yeah.
It feels like a whole new instrument mixing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel that way about it, but
I could see that if I got into it more. I'm still very much a novice, but it's fascinating.
it
It's
is.
amazing that I can, you know, take something that just sounds like a blob and Jason can turn it into a song
Yeah,
in a lot of ways. Make it sound
yeah,
like a real song, you know?
yeah. Amazing how certain things can like get buried in a track and then you can just find the right way to EQ it where, oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Even that, like uncovering things. Like, oh, frequencies were masking that thing and now there it is.
It's magic.
It
That's
is.
all there is to it.
I'm so glad that we're both interested in that and that we were able to talk about it. It's very cool.
Yeah.
And Morgan says, but the world of sound people has always been extremely diverse. White guys with bald ponytails and white guys who haven't spoken to their kids in a year. That's a good point.
Yeah. It's also probably most of the audience for Cheers.
There you go. Overlap. Left and right.
God.
Fun. When are you going to be back out here? Ever?
So I'm actually playing a wedding in Los Angeles at the end of May.
Ooh.
So I'd like to book some shows
Yeah.
around then too.
Do it.
Have some fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been thinking a lot about the Central Coast lately. Like it feels so much
Cool.
like home being there, and I miss all my
Oh.
friends. I miss all you guys. Love to be
Yeah.
back in a while.
Yeah, we'd love to see you. That'd be so fun. Gotta let us know.
Yeah.
Gotta let your friends know when you're in town. Part of the
Yeah.
deal.
I'll do it.
Cool. Well, it's been a freaking delight. And I think it's probably about that time to let you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's been my pleasure. Thank you for playing. This has been wonderful.
Yeah. We'll do it again sometime, eh?
Yeah, let me know. Just let me know.
All right.
All right.
I'll see you, Meredith.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for listening. Oh, thanks, Robin.
Oh.